Probably the best moment living in the Boss, I would have to say it was back in, I guess, June-ish. And it was when, it was like a Saturday morning. I had no idea what I was going to do all weekend. And Steven actually came up to my room and he was like, hey, what do you have planned for tonight? And I was like, nothing, I don't guess. And so anyways, I was like, wow, what's going on? He's like, well, Susan wants to go down to one of her friends' birthday parties in Gulf Shores, but I don't really want to drive by myself. And I was like, but I have to be back at work on Monday. And he was like, I know. So we're just going to drive down and drive back. And I'm like, what in the world? And so anyways, so we left at about, I guess it was like 8 o'clock on Saturday night. We got to Gulf Shores. We drove straight through. We got to Gulf Shores like 8 in the morning on Sunday. And we stayed down there to about 4. We played on the beach. It was awesome. And then 4 o'clock, we got in the car, drove back up here. We got back at like 4 or 5 Monday morning, and then we ended up getting up and going to work. It was awesome, and that was probably the coolest thing. Like, I don't know. I'll always remember that because it was really awesome. It was really cool.
So my best moment at the Boss, so many memories running through my head. Probably one of my favorite moments of the house was, well, there's a couple, but one of the, probably in the very beginning when Ben and I had a really deep talk that was really fun, and when me and Ben started getting kind of close, was then we started talking about our faith and stuff. That was exciting. The cookouts were awesome. I think the initial cookout when JR was a beast and he was outside making chicken and hot dogs and hamburgers all night. That was a lot of fun, and just playing the games, and I think all of us would probably say that was a good time. So that was my best.
All right, best moment in the house would have to be for me with Steven after we had a party after Beechwood's graduation. Annie and some of her friends were over here. We were drinking, and Steven the next day, me and him were kind of talking, and we were both like, yeah, man, it's cool, the party was fun, drinking, it's alright, no big deal. And then at the same instant, we looked right at each other, and boom, we were like, I don't want this house to become that. And that was like his first heart-to-heart, and that's where we really started setting the foundation for what we wanted this house to be, and that was really awesome for me. Probably I got a bunch of favorite moments. Probably one of my other favorite moments was when we moved Andrew into the house, and we all came together as a team. We put carpet down on the concrete floor, and we made it work, man. We made it work. And what's another one? Oh, Nick's dance moves, his re-impersonations of the whole Soldier Boy, where he'd be like, the big one, can't forget the big one. Another best memory in the house was when me and JR destroyed a box of freezer pops, about 80 of them. It was 100 in the box. We ate about 80 of them in 2 days. That was pretty ballin'.
What's up, guys? I guess I have to say my best moment is when I come home from a hard day's work and all the guys are hanging out, just sitting down in the kitchen, just talking about their day. It's cool to hear what's going on throughout their day and what's happened throughout their day, and it was a really cool experience for me, and to have that bonding and to grow and that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and just getting to do that was the best moments for me.
Best moment living in the Boss, there were many. Definitely moving in was awesome. But probably the best moment, one of the best moments would be when me and my roommate Mike drove up to Cleveland for a Cleveland Cavaliers game. One school night. That was back when Mike was still responsible and taking classes. And we drove up on a school night and watched this game. It was the opener at Cleveland. LeBron tore it up. It was awesome. And then we drove back that night. So it was like 4.5 up, 4.5 back. got back at like 3:34 in the morning, and it was just a really fun experience. Like on the way up, on the way back, we just got really, really deep in talk. And then probably another great moment in this house was the prank that me, Steven, and JR pulled on Mike, the powder prank. We pulled several pranks on him. The powder prank was probably the best because I think it was so perfect how it was set up with the clown music and all the laughing, and it was just perfect. So that would probably be the best moment.
What's up, guys? It's Niehaus here. My best moment at the Boss was probably going to Quicken Loans Arena on a brisk October night to see the Cleveland Cavaliers open up their home season where they lost 2 games, take on the rejuvenated Larry Brown-led Bobcats, where the Cavs won in a pretty convincing fashion. That was a pretty cool night. Just hanging out with the guys, the cookout we had way back in the fall. Just probably the hanging out with the guys, just in general. Watching movies with Ben before we go to bed. So, yeah, that's definitely my some fond memories.